All right, here we go. Let's start in that comfortable seated position. Just a place where you can breathe. Ooh, can we breathe today? Let's start with that little bit of mindful movement. We'll start to lift the shoulders up towards your ears on your in-breath and then rolling them back and down on your out-breath. And just whatever you need today. Not a bit more, not a bit less. If you'd like a few more, you are welcome to continue. If you're ready to settle in, just letting the shoulders drop from those ears, ears rising from the shoulders. Eyes are closed or open in a steady gaze, whatever helps you to tune in and tune out. Start with that connection to the ground, noticing the ground supporting you from your feet to your seat. From that sense of ground, can we rise up and create a little bit more length through the spine, the crown of the head rising and the chin dropping in ever so slightly. Tune into our other senses, noticing the sounds maybe outside of the room that you're in without straining to hear them, but just noticing. And then turning that awareness to the sounds inside the room. Sensation of the air flowing in and out the tips of the nostrils. Feel that different temperature as it drifts towards the back of the throat on the way in versus the temperature that's heading out towards your upper lip. And then we'll start a breath practice here. On the in-breath, it's going to be, maybe we'll do a mantra. We usually start with a mantra, but we'll do a mantra. So on the in-breath, it's I am. On the out-breath, grateful. And you can do that silently. So on the in-breath, I am. Out-breath, grateful. We'll go about 3 rounds. The next exhale, just letting go of the mantra, the breath practice. And we'll come to find our intention for the day. So if you want your hands in your lap or you like them together, your choice. How are you going to show up today? Towards yourself, towards one another, or towards the planet? If the palms are not already together, let's bring them there. Spread the fingers out, a little bit of pressure, and as you do that, the elbows are going to spread out, the spine's going to rise a little bit. Full breath in here. All right, let's send those fingertips forward as you're reaching, and then you're going to flip the palms, turn them out, push away the muck, flip the palms back up, and reach to the sky. All right, go there today. Palms meet in the center, and exhale right down your center. 2 more on your own rhythm. Whatever serves you today, not more, not less. Push it away. Rising up. Back to center. Last one. we're going to pause here in the center. One breath, elbows out, press the palms together, little effort there. Settle that out, clasp those hands, and find that figure eight of warming up those wrists. Next time we reach the center, pausing there, and then head the other direction. Come to center, we're going to pause. Send the backs of the hands forward as you spread the shoulder blades, exhaling. We're going to flip the palms outward and upward to inhale. Exhale back down. So we're going to just do this as a cat and cow here. So spread the shoulder blades and then rise back up when you're ready. Inhale. One more. All right, and we'll come back down, relax those arms, roll out the shoulders. All right, let's take the right hand down to the outside of your right thigh or hip. Left arm's going to start to reach to the sky. And you can invite the gaze down towards the floor if that feels okay. As you're reaching through that top arm, left sit bone grounds. One more breath, we'll reach in opposite direction. You're gonna push yourself back up, take that left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and then reach the right arm up and over. Just gonna let somebody in here. Okay, keep breathing. All right, sorry, let some in there. Oh. Just got this big screen in the middle of my screen. All right.
Okay.
Let's see, where's maybe I feel a little discombobulated. My body is screaming at me. So we were here with the sideways side.
Hi.
If you could mute yourself, that would be great.
Got it.
Thank you. Welcome. All right, so we're into this right twist. Let's take the right arm up and over. I know we've been there a while, but I'm just going to start over where I am. And maybe take the gaze down to the left. Yeah, if you're just joining me, I've got something going on with my upper back and neck, so I just feel a little seized up. One more breath in, and then exhale. We're going to take that right hand to the outside of the right hip and take that turn to the right. In breath and out breath. We're going to make our way back to center. Let's take the left hand down. Let's start it over. Take the right arm up and over. Maybe gazing down to the left. You're going to send your right sit bone down. One more breath. Reaching in opposite directions. And exhale, push your way back up. Take that right hand to the outside of the left thigh or hip and take your left arm up and over. And gaze down to the right. Just gonna keep that hand on my hip for now, and you could do the same if you need that. One more breath. We'll exhale, rise back up, and take that left hand to the outside of the left hip as you come into that mild rotation. Space from the collarbones out is spacious. And we'll exhale our way back to center. All right, make any little adjustments. I think let's do one more. We're going to reach the right arm up, pat yourself on the back. I can do this. Take your right hand to the left hand to the right elbow Inhale up, and then you're going to exhale, side bend over to the left. One more breath. Let's find some space in that right side body. Exhale, we're going to come back up and release. All right, other side, reach the left arm up, pat yourself on the back. Take hold of that left elbow. And inhale to get a little taller, and then an exhale off to the right. One more breath, find some space in that left side body. And exhale, we'll meet back in the center. All right, let's come off of this roost and find our way into quadruped, tabletop. Let's find a barrel roll this morning. See if we can move into that. So you're going to slide over to the side of the barrel, find the top of the barrel, over to the other side of the barrel, and then the bottom of the barrel. Couple more times around, follow your breath. Find the top of the barrel, pause, and then head the other direction. All right, and then I'm going to stop at the bottom of the barrel, sorry. Bottom of the barrel, pause there. All right, let's spread the fingers out, push the floor away from you. You're going to take your right foot back. And we'll start those glides. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. Next time we reach the heel, the back heel, we're going to pause there, press the floor away from you. Shoulders are broad. One more breath. We'll come back to center, shake off those wrists if they would like it before we head to the other side. All right, press the floor away from you, spread those fingers, take the left leg back, and we'll start those glides. Inhale forward, exhale back. Two more. As soon as you hit the heel again, we're going to pause there, press the floor away from you. One more breath. Right, let's take it, open up the knees. We'll settle back into child's puppy dog or kneeling, whatever might feel most restful for you this morning. Wherever you've chosen, just full breath in, let your belly expand, exhale, mouth open, relax your jaw. We're going to find our way back up onto hands and knees. Press those, spread the fingers out wide, press the floor away from you. Let's take your left foot back. Your right arm swings forward, palm to midline, or your thumb towards the up. Yes. Let's see, on the inhale, we're going to lift. And on the exhale, you're going to draw them to center. Inhale to lift, press away. Exhale to draw to center. 3 more. Last time we hold out there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. If that wrist needs a little shake out, give it a little shake out. It'll get a rest though. We'll spread those palms out again. Push the floor away from you. Take your right leg back. Left arm forward. Palm faces midline. You're going to lift on an inhale. On your next exhale, draw them to center. 4 more. Last one out, we're going to hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. Open up the knees wide. Take child, puppy dog, or kneeling, whatever might feel most stressful. Full breath in, let your belly expand. Exhale, mouth open. All right. We'll start to slowly walk back up. Coming back into tall kneeling. I'm going to do one more something here. Man, I'll get it together. I'm going to take the block. If you've got a block, place it between your lower legs. The other block will come back behind you as well. If you don't have either of those or you just have one, I might, if you just have one, do the one in your hands. If you've got both, of course, do both. If you don't have anything, that's okay too. All right, so we're going to squeeze the block. We're going to open up the shoulders as though you're pulling that block away or trying to rip it. Oops. To the back version here. So inhale, open. You're squeezing the block down below and pulling the block up above. Relax. 4 more. Good. On this next one, holding. So you're going to pull and squeeze at the same time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, roll anything out, make adjustments. We're making our way to standing. Take your strap if you got it. You know where we're going. 3-way strap stretch. Find a little bit wider stance. We'll take a rise up. If it feels good to go all the way back, you're welcome to. Otherwise, stop somewhere halfway. And the nourishment button. Never too much, just enough. And maybe one more. All right, then we come back to center. We'll take the strap up to that high point. Inhale, then exhale off to one side. One more to each. Okay, we're back up to center. Release, take the strap back behind you. Fingertips facing the back wall. Feet are open wide if they're not already. Open up the shoulders, and then you're going to hinge at the hips to take it forward. Not going to go too far today. You're welcome to go farther. And if you want to lift those hands up off the back, you're welcome to. I'm just going to stay low. One more breath. Your hands are lifted, bring them closer to your backside, pull on either side, and then exhale, rise up slowly. All right. Figure out what I can do today so I can show you. Let's take the strap over the right shoulder. This might be a bad mistake, but let's go with it. All right, step to the back of your mat or your space. Considering that if you're not on a mat. Spread those toes out, pick them up, and send your pinky down, and then drag your big toe to the center. You're going to start to take your weight onto your right leg. Let's take your weight onto your right leg and either toe plant or lift the left. Right, and we're going to step forward with that left foot. And then walk the left foot a little bit out to the outer side of your mat or space. We're going to reach up, warrior one. Call it peaceful pose in my veterans classes. Add your mudra of choice if you like. I'm really going to spread out here. You can do the same or you can stay a little higher. Find some ease in the effort. One more breath. We're going to straighten that front leg, reach to the sky, and then turn the palms down so the arms are parallel to the floor. Reach your right arm up, turn the left hand, face it back down, and then we're going to bend those elbows into that cow-faced arms. We'll bend into the front knee. I'll just show that front side. The head should not be thrusting forward to meet the hands. You just put the head in alignment and then match your hands to where they need to be. One more breath. We're going to hinge forward for, actually let's straighten the front leg just for a moment. Give it a little break. And then as you exhale, bend in, we're going to hinge forward. And so you're keeping a stick on your back. I'm going to press the back of your head or neck into your maybe back hand. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push all the way back up. We'll release those arms down. We're going to take the strap now back behind you for our humble warrior. So fingertips are facing the back wall. Open up the shoulders. We'll bend into the front knee and you're going to hinge forward from the hips. You could let those arms lift up away from your back if that feels okay. I'm just going to stay low today. Shoulder blades are drawing together. One more breath. Exhale, rise back up. And take the strap maybe into your right hand, just out of tripping range. We're going to step back onto that right leg. Step back onto the right leg and either toe plant or lift the left. And we're back to the ground. I was mesmerized there for a second. We could have stayed. All right. Make any little adjustments. Find mountain pose. One breath. All right. We'll take the strap over your left shoulder. Spread out the toes of your left foot and either toe plant or lift the right. And we're going to step forward with that right leg until you're in your desired width. Walk the front foot out to that right side of your mat or space. As we bend in, that knee stays in line. We're going to reach those arms to the sky. Warrior one. And then maybe soften them out a bit. Add your mudra of choice. All right, one more breath. We're going to reach to the sky. In breath, straighten the front leg. Take the arms down to parallel. Reach your right arm up. Take your left arm back and down. Bend those elbows to grab onto your strap. Again, align the spine in your head before you adjust the arms. All right, we're bending into that front knee. Find the ease in your effort. One more breath. Let's straighten that front leg just for a breath, a reprieve. And And then we're going to bend back in. Exhale, you're going to hinge forward from the hips. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. One more breath. All right, exhale, we're going to rise back up. Release those arms. Take the strap back behind you again. Fingertips facing the back wall for humble warrior. Open up the shoulders, bend into that front knee. We're hinging forward. You're welcome to go farther and dive down. Let the arms lift up. I'm just going to stay somewhere mid-range. One more breath. If the strap is lifted, bring it closer to your backside, pull on it, and exhale to rise up slowly. You take the strap into your left hand, so it's just out of the way. We're going to step back to that back foot. And you're going to toe plant or lift the right. Fingers reaching, palms forward. All right, and we'll meet back at the ground. We can let our straps go for the moment. Shake off, find mountain pose just for a breath. All right, let's come into warrior. Take your right foot out towards the short side. Your left foot's going to be parallel to the short side. So that when we bend in, that knee stays in line, hips are forward, you know the drill. All right, let's start here in the center. Elbows out a bit, palms together, spread those fingers. All right, this time we're gonna reach the sky. And then bend into the front knee, warrior two, gaze out to the right. We're gonna move in and out of this, rise up, straighten that front leg, reach to the sky. Bring the palms to center. Two more on the second one we're gonna hold. Next time, we'll pause, warrior two, or peaceful pose number two. Let's turn the palms up so it's a little bit more peaceful. Bend the elbows and cup the hands like you're holding something precious. And some ease in the effort. Can you let those shoulders drop? And then we're going to actually, let's see, turn the palms down, reach forward. You're going to drop that front arm on the front thigh and start to open up the body towards the screen. Take your left hand to the lower right belly and start to swim it up towards the sky. You could reach towards or look towards that hand. I'm going to stay forward. I'm actually going to drop this back hand on my back thigh. And you can do the same if that feels better, or you could reach it out. One more breath. And we're going to exhale right through warrior two, arms. Straighten the front leg, take the back hand down the back leg and start to reach the right arm to the sky. You could look up towards that arm or keep it facing forward. In breath, out breath, we'll come back. Heel toe, step it into center. Any adjustments, find mountain pose, one breath. All right, let's step the left foot out. We'll do that series on the other side. Right foot's parallel to the short side. Left foot is facing there, hip bones forward. All right, here we go in the center. Fingers spread, elbows out, one breath. Reach to the sky, in breath, out breath. Warrior two, gaze to the left. We're back up through center, in, and back down, out. 2 more. On the second, we hold. And this next one, we're going to hold it. So soften the elbows, maybe turn the palms up, holding on to that something precious in your palms. And you let the shoulders ease. One more breath. And let's flip the palms. You're going to reach forward, plant that left forearm on your front thigh. I can do that. I'm going to stop with my hand. Take your right hand to the lower left belly or rib cage and then start to swim that right arm up. You could look towards the right or you could look forward. I'm just going to stay gazing forward. One more breath, find the ease. We're going to swim up through warrior 2. Gazing to the left. Straighten the front leg, take the right hand down the back leg, reach the left arm to the sky. You could look up if that feels okay. One more breath. All right, coming back down. Heel toes, step it in. Shake off. Find mountain pose, one breath. I believe we're prepped for a little dancer's pose this morning. So find your wall if you'd like, or something sturdy to hold on to, or at least be close to. This is the one where we stand next to the wall to grab onto the leg that's away from the wall side. So in this case, my right leg, or ankle or foot. The left arm's going to reach to the sky. And then we'll start to hinge forward. I'm just going to show this free without the wall, because I don't have that space. You could be reaching the palm up and forward, or you can push forward into Abhya Mudra or rendition of Abhya, which is pushing away the obstacles. Steady breath, steady gaze. Where's your ease? In breath, out breath. Bring your knee back up at the top if you're not there already. And release. Make any little adjustments. Find your mountain pose to reset one breath. All right, other side. So either switch up the wall or switch up your support if you're using it. If you're following me, we're on, just switch legs, okay? If you're following me, we're on the left leg, reaching back, reach the right arm to the sky. Standing leg is a little bent as you start to hinge forward. Your palm can be up. Just do what you did on the last side if you can, palm up, or maybe you're pushing away. Steady breath, steady gaze. Another breath if you're still with me. We'll exhale, rise up, release. Make any little adjustments, meet in mountain pose, one breath. All right, we're going to start to make our way to the floor. I think, yes. Let's do a little flow to get down there. So I'm going to use the blocks to get me there. If you would like, you're welcome to do the same. I'm going to stand at the top of your mat regardless. Spread those toes out, set them down. Take the hands out to the side so the thumbs are rising up. In breath, nice and slow. If you want to lift to the toes, give it a try. Heels back to the ground, exhale, folding forward. Hinge at the hips. Find your way to the ground or your blocks or your shins. Halfway up, we're going to lengthen, untuck the tailbone a little higher today. Exhale, find your way down. 2 breaths here in this forward fold. You can wag the hips, relax the head. All right, after those 2 breaths, we'll start to make our way down. You can step right back into plank pose or down dog, or maybe it's child's. I'm not going to do down dog or plank pose. Well, yeah, I'm not going to do it. So you're welcome to. I'm going to head right back into child's or puppy dog. If you want a little effort before you ease, give those plank and down dog a try. If you're not already in child's pose or puppy dog or kneeling, maybe just head there now and take a few breaths. And slowly rise back up. And come into a seated position with your legs out in front. You might want your strap close by. All right. Let's reach those legs out in front. Hands down by your sides. Fingertips may be facing forward. If that doesn't feel great, you can turn your fingers out of it. I'm going to press the floor away from you. Reach the heels down, out. Toes coming towards you. Dandasana or staff pose. Almost like with your hands, you could lift your butt off the floor, but we're not going to go there. One last breath here. All right, take some ease out of that, but don't let go of that lift that you got. You're going to bend your right knee. Take the strap around your left foot if you're using it. Okay, where am I going? Send your right knee out. Where's the right knee going to go? The right knee's going to send out to the side. You can use your block to get you some support if you'd like, or pillows. Sitting up tall, that might be enough. If you'd like to go forward, you're welcome to hinge. Finding that spot of just enough, not too much. One more breath. Slowly rising back up. You can let go of the strap for the moment. We're just going to swing that right knee up, and you may choose to keep it on that side. You may like to cross it over. You may like to bring that bottom leg up and underneath you. Just keep your sit bones grounded. I'm just going to take the second version. All right, clear out the belly and the rib space. We're going to reach the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, wrap it around that right knee. Right hand comes to the outside of the right hip. You can use that right hand just to give you a little boost down to the floor to rise up through the crown of your head. One more breath, let your belly spill into your thighs. And exhale, come back to center. Release. We're going to bend that left knee. Let the knee fall out. Sole of the foot comes to the inner right thigh. Take hold of your strap if you're using it. around the ball of your right foot. All right, you're sitting up tall. That might be plenty. If you're looking for something more, you can start to hinge forward from your hips. Where's the ease going to come from this time? One more breath. Take an exhale, rise up. Let go of the strap, bring that left knee up. Again, keep it on that same side, cross it over, or tuck the other right leg under. Whichever one you've chosen, clear out belly and rib space. Reach your right arm up and wrap that arm around the left. Take the left hand to the outside of your left hip. Allow the belly to expand gently towards your front thigh, and as you exhale, let the shoulders soften. One more breath here. Slowly reverse out of that. You can let those legs go. And we're going to make your way onto your back. Have something under your head or maybe blocks close by. All right. All right, we'll do a little bit of core work here before we relax. All right, so let's come up. Press your palms down to the ground. Exhale, one knee up and then the other knee up. So you've got this kind of reverse tabletop position of your legs. You're going to flex your feet. Spread those fingers on the floor so you're pressing the palms down and the shoulder blades draw back. Next time you exhale, belly skin draws in, you're going to drop a heel down. Inhale back up. Exhale the other one down. We're going to go 5 of these and then we'll take a rest and then we'll add some arms in. If heel dropping is a bit too challenging today, you can always toe drop. Toe plant instead. Last one. All right, hug those knees in for a little rest before we add some arms. Let's come back out. Exhale, get your reverse tabletop legs. Let's take the arms up so they're reaching up too. And as you send your left leg down, you're going to reach your right arm back. And then you'll meet back in the center. As you send your left foot down, your right leg down, left arm reaches back. If you found yourself doing same arm, same leg, that's okay. Just a different way to do it. I'll ask you to move one limb and then I'll just move the other one in accordance. Keep breathing. You can always stay with just the legs if adding the arms in is a bit much. One more to each. All right, you're back to center. Hug those knees in, rock a bit side to side. All right, we'll set the feet back to the ground. We're going to go into butterfly, so if you want your legs supported by blocks or pillows, stretch it. Let's do a little work here before we, I don't know why I'm always adding work when rest would be nice. We're going to inhale, open up the knees, and then exhale, you're going to bring them back in together. Maybe the soles don't quite touch right yet. So inhale out, exhale back up. Can you draw your belly skin in as you breathe out? Got our flapping butterfly. One more through the movement before we rest. Next time out, soles of the feet come together, pop those blocks underneath if you'd like. Hands can be on your lower belly if you prefer, or they can be stretched out. I'll let you decide. Just sense what parts of your feet are touching. That awareness to your lower belly rising and falling as you breathe. Last breath in. And you're out. Hold those legs back up to center. Exhale. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And bring that right thigh towards you. Thread the needle on your backward pigeon, first pigeon. Relax the shoulders. So bring that foot back in, uncross, recross, right ankle over left thigh. Bring that left thigh towards you. Last breath, if you're still with me. Bring it back out. If there's anything else your body wants to do before we head into relaxation, you're welcome to do that. You could do windshield wipers, happy baby, both hands. And do legs up, so if you want to get that in, you would love that. I'm going to stay in the fingers. And you find your way to your Shavasana relaxation if you're ready. Nobody on this side will know. interweb. When you enter your desired Shavasana relaxation, if you're heading there, brief relaxation, quiet. Let the bells ring and slowly come out for our finishing. You might be allowing the eyes to close or keep them open, your choice. Moving out the skin of the forehead, all those thinking, planning, worrying muscles. Space between the eyebrows broadens. Temples. Eyes heavy, head heavy. Joint of the jaw, space between the teeth. Shoulder blades just settled. Whole body surrendered. Thoughts are just your opportunities now to, each time they arise, to come back to wherever you feel the breath moving in and moving out. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do. These next few moments are yours. Next breath becoming a bit deeper, more conscious. Slow, steady exhales. Getting any of your favorite mindful movements that you prefer. You might already be doing so. Fingertips, wrists, ankles, toes, rocking the head. Maybe a cat stretch or a dog stretch before you bring those knees to their chest if they're not already. Maybe your side, wherever you are in your transition, just pausing to recall your intention for the day. How are you going to show up today? Maybe in sitting if you're not there already. And this week's mudra, Hidraya mudra, which is right hand over the heart space, left hand over that. The elbows rest, spine is still tall. Eyes can be open or closed, your choice. We'll find that same mantra with the breath that we found in the very beginning. So on the in-breath, I am. On the out-breath, grateful. 3 more. Your next exhale, letting go of the mantra, and maybe perhaps keeping your hands there if you'd like for our gratitude recognition, or you can bring them to palms, however you like. Bowing to a place within you where you recognize that gratitude, acknowledging at least one more thing in your life to be grateful for today. All right, send that gratitude outward beyond those walls. Palms meeting in the center, exhale, holding on to that gratitude real close, at least for the rest of the day. Once to seal the deal, if you'd like to join in, you may. Full, slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath into Om. In. And breathing out. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. And that all of your good donations to me today are going to help Veterans Yoga Project.